Hello beautiful people, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Oluchi Imo, and on this channel I share cake business tips. I do talks on entrepreneurship, personal development, story time and vlogs as well, and you are welcome. In today's video I'll be talking about 5 cake pictures that you should not be taking. I know that a lot of us talk about not making sales, you're not selling, you're doing your best online, you're posting, you're putting out your works, but you're not getting customers, you're not getting clients, you're not getting even the people that buy from you, they don't come back. And so you can have like 2 clients in a month, 1 client in the space of 3 weeks and all that. One thing that you're not taking note of is your cake pictures. Like they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. But probably your picture is talking, but it's not saying the right things. Your picture is representing, but representing in a light that is not positive, in a light that is not appealing. And so even though you're putting tons and tons of cake pictures online, or even if you're putting one, it's not giving you a desired result. You need to know that putting out cake pictures is not just for doing sake. It's not just because, oh, it's Instagram, let us go and post. It's not just because you have to, put out your picture there. There is an end result that you're looking for. There is an outcome. There is an expected end or expected results that you are seeking or desiring to get from having your pictures out there. So if this is something you're interested in and you want to know what this kind of pictures are or what these mistakes are you are making with your cake photography, then you definitely want to keep on watching, because I'll be right back. You're welcome back. So the first kind of picture you should not be taking is pictures in odd places in quote, because you feel that they are okay, but they are not really okay for you to take pictures in these places and then put them online. Yes, I know that it might sound funny, it might not come across as okay to you, but that's just a plain simple truth. And I'll tell you what you can use instead, or I'll tell you what you can do instead if you do not have a good background for taking your pictures. Don't put your cakes on your fridge or your freezer to take pictures. I know that this is common here in Nigeria where I reside. So you put your cake, you're done with your cake, and then you put it on your freezer and you take a picture, something like this. Right? This kind of picture is not something you should be taking. It's not something you should be doing. Some people put it on the back of the car. They put their cakes on the back of the car and they take a picture of their cakes there. I once had a teacher who told me that taking cake pictures in the box was even wrong. I knew where she was coming from, although sometimes I take pictures in the box when I can't help it. When I can't help it. Like during the lockdown, I was taking pictures, lots of cake pictures in the cake box, because I could get a white background with the cake box, and my background wasn't too okay. It wasn't okay. Let me not even say too okay. My background wasn't okay. If I end up taking pictures without having a background, it would just be a total mess. So I had to take them in my cake box so that it would give me that white background to just sort of cover the things that I don't want to be seen, cover the back, and give me some sort of sameness, some sort of good appeal to my cake pictures. But over time, I got a PVC, and that's what I use, a PVC backdrop. That's what they call a PVC backdrop, and that is what I use for my cake pictures. And now, presently, if I have to use a backdrop, I'll just use that, place it behind my cake and then take my pictures. It's more appealing that way. It looks more pleasant to the eyes. It appeals better to your customers, to your audience. It gives you a neat look to your background. So please stop taking your cake pictures on your freezer. Look for somewhere that is good. Don't take your pictures on the floor, right in front of your burglary proof. In Nigeria, we have things that we call burglary proof. These are irons that sort of you put as a protective measure or put as a protective guard before, so that just as a protective measure. So don't put your cakes on top of a stool in front of your burglary proof. Don't put it close to walls that are not well painted, that have cracks, that have the paint is peeling off and everything. Look for ways to get these things done. You can DIY a backdrop that you can use. You can even buy cardboard paper. There are ways that you can do these things as you're starting out before you have enough funds or get enough money or save up enough money to buy these things. It's not expensive. I can't really remember the price now, but if they are things that you cannot afford at the moment, just simply DIY and give your cakes a better look and a better finish. The second thing I'll be talking about is taking your pictures in dark places. I was a big what do they call that? What's that word now? I was a big offender when it comes to this point. I used to, because I did not know. I did not know that there were better ways that I could present my work. There were better ways that I could present my work online. So I would take my pictures in my house, and it wasn't properly lit then, so the pictures will come out looking dark. Don't take your pictures in a dark place. Don't take your pictures in a dark environment. Try to finish up your work on time. And if this is beyond your control, like you finish your cakes in the evenings, I would advise that you get extra source of lighting that you can use to lighten up the place or brighten up the place, so that when you take pictures, they look good and they look neat. So this kind of picture that I have now, that you can see now, it is not appealing. Look, at the end of this points that I'm going to mention, I'm going to show you this exact picture that I took with my phone and how it looks, so that you know that, like, there are better ways that you can put your best foot forward when it comes to cake photography. So please stop taking your pictures in dark rooms, dark places, corners of your houses. I know I've mentioned this in my cake photography tips video. If you've not watched that video, you can check it up here or up here and then watch that video so that you can get more tips. But please don't take your pictures in dark places where there's no source of lighting, no window, no door, poorly lit places. They are not representing your work well. They're not representing your business well. So please take note of this. The third thing I'll be talking about is taking your pictures in cluttered environments. So you're done working, and maybe you're in a hurry, or maybe you don't even know, because the first cake I made ever for a customer, that's exactly how that picture was. If I can find it, I'm going to put it up here so that you can see. That's exactly how it was. I had things going on in the background. I had the plates of buttercream icing that I mixed. I think icing bags, some other things were just scattered everywhere. Now, this is not the kind of picture that you'll be taking. It is not representing your business. It's not putting your business in a good light, and you want to consider this. Make sure that your table is cleaned, everything cleared, and the place is nice and neat. It will make people take you seriously, and then they will know even that you're ready for business, as opposed to when you have cake, like your cake is there, sitting boldly in the midst of clutter, and then you're taking a picture. It doesn't help you sell your market well. Like you say in Nigeria, you're not going to sell market with that kind of picture. So please ensure that you put seriousness and you're intentional about clearing your place, having your environment neat before you take your cake pictures. Yeah, so the next thing I'll be talking about is blurry pictures. You know, you're handling your phone, maybe you're looking at your phone to see the inscription, or you're trying to check a message, or maybe you're taking a call as you're working, and so your hand touches your lens, you know, things are just going on, and so at the end of the day, your lens is not clean, and you're in a hurry. You just take it and you take your pictures. It might not even be that maybe you touched it, maybe where you placed it or where you kept it, it picked up some, you know, greasy stains from there, and so it's covered your lens, and you just take your pictures like that. I am bringing this to you. I am bringing this knowledge to you. I'm bringing this to your notice so that you know that it's important for you to always wipe your lens, if possible, before each shot. Like if you're taking a picture 10 times, wipe 10 times to get you the best. My staff know me. I can clean my lens. I clean with my apron. If it's not giving me a good or clear, you know, picture, I cannot see clearly, I will clean with my apron. I will just keep wiping and wiping until I get it very clean and the pictures come out sharp. So this is one thing you're looking for. Don't take blurry pictures like this. As you can see, it is not appealing at all. It is not appealing at all. It's not even showing your picture clearly. It's not showing your work clearly. So please put this into consideration and don't take blurry cake pictures, okay? Now, you also need to know that taking pictures with flash is a no-no. I've said this countless times. We've read it countless times. I know you've seen it online. I used to take my pictures with flash those days, if I can remember clearly, and it wasn't the best thing to do. So don't take, okay, because you feel your environment is dark. Yes, I know I used to do it because my place used to be dark then, so I'll take pictures with flash. If I can find some of those pictures, I'll just drop them somewhere so that you can see them. It doesn't give you the best results. I know that you think, oh, the lights would shine and beam on your cakes and make it bright and all that, but on the contrary, it's not giving, that's not what it's doing actually. It's actually spoiling and messing your cake pictures. So do not take pictures with your flash on. Don't activate your flash. Don't use your flash. Just take it as natural as you can, and use artificial lights or daylight to help you. Now, I know that we've talked about daylight and most people take their pictures outside. Be mindful of the position where you're placing your cakes. Don't place it in a place where the sun is just directly on it. When I used to take my pictures outside during the lockdown, I used to take it where beside the house where I have some sort of shade and some sort of covering. I do this because I do not want my cakes to be directly under the sun. You're going to be having shadows cast here and there, so be mindful of where you place it. Preferably you back in the sun, I think. But if the sun is not so much, then you can just find a very cool shade to take it, because even if you're using daylight, where you take it matters. The weather or the time of the day matters, the intensity of the sun matters, and all of this. So please be mindful so you don't have shadows and then you don't have it beaming on your cake and then blinding your cake in quotes, and people cannot really see the beauty, people cannot really see the details or the features of the cake. Be mindful of using daylight. And like I mentioned a few minutes ago, don't use flash for your cakes. They just spoil everything. They're not giving you the best. They're not making your pictures bright. They are messing it up for you. Avoid using flash, just like this. Now, let me show you this same picture that I took, taking note of my background, taking note of the spot where I took the picture, taking note of my lighting, taking note of my phone setting and everything. Now, this is the same picture that I took, same as the others, with just one phone. And you can see the difference, right? You can see the difference, and you can tell that I took a lot of things into consideration. So please ensure that when you're taking your cake pictures, you put your best foot forward. A picture like this is worth 1,000 words once again. I also have an editing video on how you can edit your cake pictures. I've not done an actual video on editing a cake picture. Please, if you'd like to know, if you'd like to see that, let me know. But I have a video on editing with Snapseed. I edited a sugar rainbow and it's right here on my channel. I'm going to link it up here as well as in the description so that you can check and watch. It's the same way that I edit that I used to edit my cake pictures. But if you want an actual editing of a cake photo, please let me know so that I can put you through and I can make that picture available. I hope that this video has been useful to you and you found it very valuable, interesting, and insightful as well. Please leave me a comment down below to let me know how helpful it was to you, and if you have any questions to ask about cake photography, do not hesitate to ask in the comments as well. If you're yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. Please, beautiful people, I'm particular about the likes. Your hitting the like button would help this video gain some visibility and would help you to put out this video more to as many people that need to see it. So please like this video when you watch. Before you start watching, even just like it and then share. Please share with those in your cake communities, in your cake groups, to help this channel grow. I'm very grateful for the love and support so far you've shown me. Until I see you in the next video, stay happy, stay safe, and stay blessed.